Environment syllabus preparation for UPSC preliminary examination. Environment syllabus, this part is very important for the preliminary examination. This is a very productive part. Nearly one third of the questions from the UPSC prelims examination are from environment, either direct or indirect. If you look at the trend over the last 4 to 5 years, after merging of IFS preliminary examination with the UPSC Civil Services General Examination, the weightage of questions from environmental syllabus has increased drastically. Nearly one third of the questions are from the environment syllabus. Most of the questions, these are interlinked with other sections of the syllabus also. For example, environment geography, environment economy, environment science and technology, etc. As a good chunk of questions are from the current affairs oriented part of the environmental syllabus. So keeping track of the recent events, both national as well as international, with respect to environment is very important for the IAS prelims preparation. Now let's look at the strategy for environment part preparation. We can broadly classify the environment prelims questions into three categories. First category is, this is mostly pure environment related, mostly science related topics. For example, ecosystem, biome, uh, biogeochemical cycles, global warming, climate change, acid rain, organic farming, etc. So the first part is related to pure environment oriented question. Second part, it is related to acts, regulation, international agreements, bilateral agreements, etc. with respect to environment. For example, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, UNFCCC's report on climate change, INDC, intentional nationally determined uh, climate change goals, Stockholm Convention, POP Convention, etc. So these are basically agreements, acts related to environment. Third part is related to questions that would be mostly analytical in nature. UPSC would give a statement and it will make you arrive at a logical conclusion. For example, let us say in future, if climate change affects the food productivity, if in future global warming affects the productivity of rice and wheat in India, what will happen? Uh, what kind of crops can we switch to? In this case, we need to switch to millets. So millets, they are more suitable for dry farming. In case of global warming, millets would be a very good alternative to rice and wheat. It will provide nutritional security. It can be grown with minimal irrigation. It would be suited to dry regions. For example, in the desert climate of regions like Rajasthan, Gujarat, etc., millets would be a very good option for dry farming. So in future, in case staple food crops such as rice and wheat get affected, millets would be a very good alternative. So these kind of logical questions would be asked in the preliminary examination related to environment. Similarly, other kind of question, for example, what would be the effect on Himalayan ecosystem with respect to global warming? What would be the effect of global warming on the various ecosystem, for example on wetland ecosystem, mangrove ecosystem, etc. So these questions would be logical in nature, so you will have to focus on these type of questions also. Now let's look at the materials. The best way is to have a smart approach to the environment syllabus preparation. There is no need to follow a multiplicity of books, no need to memorize facts from many books. Stick to a limited range of books. Make sure that you have a strong foundational knowledge on environment. Once you build this strong foundational environment, we can easily do value addition on this foundational knowledge through other materials such as newspaper and online material. Basic books for environment. My suggestion, please go through this Tata McGraw-Hill UPSC Civil Services Manual, which is a this big book which is for the civil services examination preparation. In this book, there is around 70 to 80 pages of environment material. So please go through them. It is very much resourceful, short and sweet. It will be very much helpful for the examination. Apart from this, there is this Tata McGraw-Hill book on science and technology. Issues related to environment interlinked with science and technology. you can find in this book. So it is also a very useful resource for environment. Topics like biofuel, solar power, wind energy, etc. you can find in this book. Apart from this, Shankar IAS material on environment. This is a huge book actually. There are a lot of concepts in this, many facts in this, but no need to memorize everything. This book, it is mostly helpful for topics related to environment, ecosystem, wildlife. For example, the IUCN list, vulnerable animals, critically endangered, etc. Similarly, national parks, biosphere reserves, man and biosphere reserves, etc. You can find these facts and figures in this book. This book is also very useful for national and international agreements related to climate change. For example, red project, red plus project, world uh, eco group, world bank sponsored environment projects, etc. So this book basically, please use it resourceful manner, in a resourceful manner for the international and national agreements on climate change. So this book is a very useful book. Apart from this, please read Hindu newspaper daily. Keep track of various national and international issues related to environment. Apart from Hindu, I request all candidates to please read Hindu Business Line or Economic Times at least twice a week. In this, you will find news that are related to environment interlinked with science as well as economy. For example, there would be a news on a recent science and technology product that is useful for environment. For example, a graphene coated solar cell that is manufactured. So you can keep track of these events from Hindu business line also. Questions from environment, like I said, would be interlinked with other topics such as geography, science, economy, etc. So apart from pure environment question, you should be ready for these kinds of questions also. Then a very useful resource is Press Information Bureau notes, PIB notes. Please go to PIB website, select Environment Ministry on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. Please go through the important events that are happening in India. Please go through the various acts or various draft bill related to environment. Please go through them. Please take notes from PIB notes. Apart from this, you can just search random material on Google also. So if you do this, it would be more than enough for environment preparation for prelims.